And we know from actual body cam video that in the first instance, Gabby says, I have OCD, I get mean. In the second instance, she says, I have severe anxiety. And so even if it's not domestic violence and it is a mental health concern, are these enough red flags to cause you any concern with your experience as a criminal defense attorney?
Not necessarily. Instead, what it does is it just leaves a lot of unanswered questions. Everybody assumes that something nefarious occurred, that she was pushed off a cliff in the Tetons or knocked over a mountain in Zion or something like that. For all we know, she could be on an involuntary psych hold in a mental hospital. Or maybe she just had it with him and just said, pull over and let me out, and just decided to hitchhike her way around the country. We don't know. Now, obviously, it looks suspicious and he ain't talking, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there's criminal activity. Keep in mind, in Utah, he was a victim himself of domestic violence, and I'm actually shocked that the cops didn't hook her up and take her in on that.
And I know that they did say she was the aggressor, and apparently he said, I don't want her to be arrested. They separated them for the night. But you are right. At that point, the police did say she was the aggressor. The other thing, and I know that we are going to have to move off of this topic, but for another day to think about, and that is, did he maybe just leave her? Did he take her somewhere and leave her to get help? We just don't know. To your point, it's all an unknown at this point. Certainly, as soon as we learn any new updates, we will bring them to you. Philip Dube, always my pleasure to have you on. I appreciate so much the depth of your knowledge of all these legal issues. Coming up next, we're going to take you live to Wisconsin.